Hi there, everybody. It's Carmen, and I want to talk today about exercise, or what I like to call safe movement. So if you've been following me at all, or you've watched any of my previous videos or attended my webinars about the 7 essentials of health that I created many years ago to work with my clients, you know that I believe that exercise is one of those things that there's a lot of myths around. So I changed the terminology from exercise to safe movement because I believe that, exercise can instill a lot of stress in people. When they think about exercising, it can stress people out, and make them, feel like they should be doing a lot more than they're capable of doing. The pressure of having to run, train for a marathon, the pressure of having to work out 7 days a week, all of those things bubble up in people's minds when they hear the word exercise, and then the shame and the guilt of not doing enough starts to come in. So safe movement is movement that is safe for where your body is today in this present moment. So as a person who has, I spent most of my young adult life before I got into my 20s, partying, drinking, smoking, doing everything but moving my body in a safe way. And when I woke up and my eyes opened up to that, I wanted more for my life. I stopped smoking and replaced it with exercise. And I'm saying that because what I was doing was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going to the gym and getting a couple of classes in, getting some weights in, going to work, and then going right back to the gym for more classes or exercise to avoid smoking cigarettes. That was what I did to quit smoking cigarettes, as I exercised my way out of it. But what I also did was I stressed my body out. I was not in any health condition to be putting my body through that type of movement at the time. So I put on some weight from exercising too much. And I know that we've heard before, move your body more and eat less. Well, that's a myth. That is a myth. It's not necessarily healthy or safe to exercise more. So safe movement for me is very different now than it was in my 20s when I was trying to quit smoking. It's very different now as I'm 50 years old, from when I was 34, 35 years old, trying to recover from having a baby. Things have changed significantly. So as I age, I know that I recover a little bit slower. I know that some of the intense movements that I used to do aren't as good for my joints and my body as it used to be, or I felt they were. So I want to give you guys just a little bit of a permission slip here to take some time to really think about what feels good and right intuitively for you for exercise. So if you're a person that has continually been running and thinking that you have to run to keep your weight, low, or to reach a goal with your weight, I want you to reconsider, is what you're doing right now working? And if what you're doing right now is working, that's great, fantastic. If you feel good, you get up with good energy, you get through your exercises and your workouts, feeling fantastic, that's great. But if not, I want you to think about the words safe movement. And I want you to think about how those words right there might shift you into a different way of thinking about what might be good for you today. So for me, some days it's a 12-minute workout. Some days I just go for a walk. Some days all I can manage is just to stretch. It just depends on the level of stress that my body is under, and my mind as well, because that plays a part on how much I'm able to do or even willing to do. So let's just kind of work a little bit at extending ourselves some grace and maybe rethinking the way that we think about the word exercise and move into a new mindset about safe movement. So please hit subscribe on this channel. Invite your friends and family over here for more talk about how to get back to the basics of wellness without all of the overwhelming stress that seems to be coming at us today, and move from a dependent state of mind into an independent state of mind. And also, you guys, we have to start taking back our health and medical freedom. And the way to do that is to be more proactive in your life. So what we don't want to do is be reactive to the things that happen to us physically and mentally and emotionally. So I hope that you're enjoying this. Please leave a comment below and let me know, what do you want to hear more about when it comes to common sense and back to the basics talk about health?